Okay. Right away, I had an establishing shot set up for this movie, and for some reason, I could not find it. Don't know why. Um, yeah, so honestly, right here, it honestly would have given me more time to flesh out my titles and things like that, just like right away. It's something I should have known to do. But if you have time, make sure you shoot those intro shots, of the environment, where it is, the wide shots of your location and everything like that. I did. I just couldn't find the files. So that's my sister.
In the spring of next year, I'll have my degree in digital marketing and communications. This is the kind of degree that bears explaining after every time someone asks what I'm in school for. Every single time.
Sound editing. Make sure you guys are putting in those sound cues. That cup being placed actually made no sound in filming. That's really interesting. It was so interesting when we first did our sound editing assignment. Just like knowing that you're supposed to do this kind of thing, it really does add that extra bit of that people watching it aren't going to know, but But at the end of the day, it just like adds to make one of this beautiful thing that you get to keep as a secret to yourself, like knowing that you took the extra time to find those sound effects and put them at the right time.
So, like many people in my situation, I need experience to land a job. But experience is something you don't get until after you need it.
I think I read that in a fortune cookie once.
So the fourth wall breaking during script writing, I knew I wanted to make something that broke the fourth wall a lot, kind of like Malcolm in the Middle, and oh my gosh, there was another show, the Bernie Mac show. Those shows really did a lot for me creatively. I love when they speak directly to the viewer, like the characters speak directly to the viewer. I think that's something that's honestly not done as often as I thought I would have seen it by now, but it's still something really great, and it does add that little extra bit of personality to a feature or to a show, at least in my opinion.
The funny thing is that while my field oftentimes relies on things like board meetings, pitches, and ad campaigns, I rarely even see these.
But I'm learning a lot, like which household cleaners to use on the fridges and on the toilets.
I put the camera in the fridge, and it was actually something I was kind of worried about. I didn't know, obviously I knew nothing bad was going to happen to it, but it's something I probably should have done research into before I did it. But I put the camera in the fridge to get a nice shot internally of her talking while she's cleaning up the fridge. I thought it was a cool shot. If it were up to me, I probably would have gone a little wider here, but I still think it's good.
Then there's Frankie. He hires the interns. And then he's also the one who tells his interns what it is that we're retrieving or cleaning. He also wears fedoras, every day. I'm convinced that there isn't a top to his head.
Who the hell is Frankie banging?
Who the hell is banging Frankie?
That little end scene there, I had staged out. It was going to be her face throughout the whole thing. She was going to ask who the hell is Frankie banging, and she was going to kind of look up in her mind, I guess, but for some reason during shooting, I don't know why it happened. We just forgot to get that part. So I kind of had to like cut to a black screen. It still kind of works comedically, but I think it would have worked better if we had a hold on her face.
The beautiful thing about internships is that there's never supposed to be any promise of employment at the end. And this case is no different. But the thing is, I don't think there are any employees here.
The class is so dirty.
That's Jerry. He's been interning for 3 months. And that's Lindsay. She's been interning here for 7 months. She has what I can only describe as the personality of mashed potatoes.
She's the worst.
Lindsay has the most annoying form of Stockholm Syndrome I've ever seen. She's the type of coworker that you can't complain to about anything without her coming to the company's rescue.
So Frankie's asking us to put together a promo for Betty's Baked Goods by Monday. That's a 2-hour drive back and forth. Frankie sucks.
Okay. So, a little short story here. Before filming of this started, I actually had actors lined up. Like, I did a casting call. I looked at actors' videos and everything like that, like their audition tapes. And then the pandemic hit, and like all of my actors dropped out. So I had to use my sister, who plays Sandy, my wife right here, who is just great. She's always so helpful. And Vance, the guy you saw before. Vance is one of my best friends, and I was so grateful that he was able to do this, but he is not an actor, and the part's short, you know, and he did what he could. He's just not very good on camera. And I think that's going to be like one of the things that's going to really set apart our films is when we're able to use people whose talents are there within that field to really bring our story to life. Once we stop using like our friends and family and things like that, like, I feel like we're genuinely going to see, and I know some of us have, and that's great. I could not get anyone to leave their houses, you know, and which is fine. It's just something to think about here, especially it's something I think about a lot with this picture. So,
I mean, I don't think Frankie sucks. I think he just demands a certain level of professionalism from us, which is fair considering internships aren't a dime a dozen.
Oh my god, she's banging Frankie.
So yeah, that's Internment. Is it perfect? No. I knew going into it wasn't going to be perfect, but I was going to make the best short film that I could, to the best of my ability. And it's so interesting. It's so interesting to me, like how the writing process for this film, I was like so in for it. I was so ready to do it, you know. And you get there and you're like, it's time to film, and you're just like, I don't know if I possess the skills necessary to make this film happen, you know? And I feel like a lot of us are still there at that point, you know, and we have these fantastic ideas for films, shorts, commercials, you know, whatever, documentaries even. And it feels like my own skill level is sometimes holding back the potential of my project. And I can guarantee this isn't going to be the last time I'm shooting this. Absolutely not. I definitely want to reshoot this, but that's not to say that I think I did a horrible job. I don't think I did a horrible job. I think I did a really good job for, you know, what I'm currently able to do. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. If I could do anything different, obviously, I would hire talent, like actors. My sister is great. Honestly, I'm super glad she was available to play Sandy because she and I have very similar personalities in that we are both just ready to be on camera and just be like the best of ourselves and be naturally funny. And I think that's why it really worked with her. But yeah, you know, there are some shots I would like to redo. I'd like to keep more shots of certain scenes so I can switch between them and things like that. You know, there's always things like time constraints and the like. So yeah, this is all just part of the learning process. is this the best short film I've made to date? Yeah, I think so, and that was my intentions going in. Everything that we've learned so far has to build in on itself, and I think that that's what I did here. And I hope that when I look back on the making of this in 10, 15 years, I can say that I've come far enough. You know, I feel like I've come to a place where I can look back on this, you know, and laugh, and not because, you know, I think it's horrible and that kind of thing, but because I think that I know that I've come far and I've learned everything I've learned along the way, you know. So, yeah, maybe I'm just rambling. I don't know. But that was my short film. Make sure to let me know what you guys thought of it and what you guys would do differently about your stuff. All right? Stay perfect.